Hey everybody, welcome back to the Hot Corner. My name is Mike. We're going to do another episode of Clearing the Bases, and this is episode number 53. This is where we talk about in-person signings, local podcasts, local radio shows, community events, and pickups that I pick up. So, first thing I want to show you is my new Mike Schmidt Pint Glass, Legends of the Hall of Fame. So that's number 20. And on the back, it's got some of his stats and the Hall of Fame emblem. So that's really, really cool. I let RJ know about this, and he also picked one up, so he'll be showing that off soon, I'm sure. I'm very happy to add it to the collection. And we're drinking Keystone Cappers by Other Half. It's got a lot of Philadelphia stuff on there. Liberty Bell, cheesesteak, pretzel, the Amish, the love sign, cannon from the Revolutionary War. So we figured we'd break in our new pint glass with a tasty cold beverage. So cheers, YouTube. Cheers, my friends. Let's get into this episode. Alrighty. Don't want to break the new glass. So the first thing I went to was the radio station that I listened to, sports radio, the midday show. From 2 to 6, was going all over the town of Delco. And that's like the community where I live in. And I was able to get former Eagle Ike Ree. And he signed my picture of the vet. So very happy to add him to the collection. We now have Ken Dunick, Seth Joyner, Jerry Ferreri, Hollis Thomas, Kevin Riley, and Fred Barnett. So 7 signatures on there. Very, very sweet. Mike was a linebacker. Played in the Donovan years. But we'll put his stats up there with that picture. The next thing I went to was a paid signing. And I was supposed to meet Philadelphia Phillies Wall of Famer Mike Lieberthal and Philadelphia Phillies Wall of Famer Bake McBride. Well, Mike Lieberthal's time got changed and I missed it. So that was my mistake. But I reached out to the promoter. And they were going to take me to his hotel to get it signed, but I didn't want to wait around until 4 o'clock because the show started at like noon, and I got there at like 11, and it was just a long day. So, under the radar, and Sal have my Mike Lieberthal print, and they promised that they would get that signed for me because they didn't even meet him at 4 o'clock. He went to lunch and I had to go to the ballpark. But I did meet Bake McBride, and he finished my Wall of Fame print. So, as you can see, I already had it with Ron Reed. They went in the Wall of Fame in 2022, and Bake wasn't there that year, but Bake was at this signing, and I was able to add him to this print. So that is pretty sweet. Shake and Bake McBride. Very cool. Try not to get beer on that. And the next thing was Alumni Day at the ballpark. And if you got in there early, they set up autograph stations. So when I got in, I ran to the first autograph station that I always run to. And I was able to get Mr. Jamie Moyer on the 90 tops for the Rangers. So he signed that beautifully in blue ink. He also signed the 91 tops for me in blue ink. Jamie used to be a great signer through the mail, but he stopped because I think he started seeing his stuff on eBay. And then I also got this autographed postcard that the Phillies give out on Alumni Weekend at the tables. So, very happy to get World Series champion Jamie Moyer. And then, as I was waiting in line, I was talking to a few friends, and they told me over in left field, Mike Lieberthal was tending bar. So, I had 2 cards. So Mike signed that card for me. I didn't have my print. I didn't want to bring my print to the ballpark and have to lug it around all day. It's like an 11 by 14. It was the first pitch at Citizens Bank Park, so I was going to a paid signing to get that done. But Mike signed that Cracker Jack Topps Heritage card beautifully in blue. And then he also signed my Fleer Ultra in blue. So that's very sweet. Also ran into Brad Lidge and Ryan Madsen, but they were just doing photos, and Bobby Abreu was also doing photos. And by the time I got to Bobby Abreu's line, he was gone. Then for like 4 straight weeks, I've been trying to get Greg Luzinski. And every time I go over to his barbecue pit, he is not there, or he got called into the booth. Well, this Sunday, I saw him, and he was walking away from the booth. And I'm like, Greg, are you going back to the booth? And he was like, yes, I'm going back to the booth. And I was like, awesome. I'm like, when should I come back? He's like, I'm just going to the bathroom, and I'll be right back. So got Mr. Luzinski to sign that Topps card beautifully in blue. He signed that 1980 NL championship card right up in his body in blue. I got him to sign the White Sox in action in blue. And then I also added him to this Topps 1980 World Series program card, which also has Mr. Dickie Knowles' autograph on there. So very happy to finally get Mr. Luzinski. All right, final thing I wanted to show off. My local card store has a podcast called This Fan's View, and their guest this time was none other than the original Philly fanatic, Dave Raymond. And I answered a trivia question. So I got this 8x10 of the Philly Fanatic ride known as ATV, signed in blue. So that's pretty sweet. And then I had this cartoon photo of the Philly Fanatic and Bill Giles at Veterans Stadium. Bill Giles says it's not him, but I believe that the cartoonist said that's Bill Giles, because Bill Giles came up with the idea for the Fanatic. So there's Mr. Bill Giles' signature, and there's the original Philly Fanatic signature. So that piece is done. And that's a pretty cool piece. Then I found this on Google Images from the 1980 World Series, and it's the Fanatic holding a toy Fanatic, and he signed that beautifully in blue ink. So very happy to get the original Fanatic. Now, at a podcast maybe about a year ago, I met current Philly Fanatic, and I won this in a trivia contest. So I now have Tom Burgoyne, the current Fanatic, and Dave Raymond, the original Fanatic, as he signed it, the OG. And this is a poster print of mimicking Rocky. And it's got some names of some characters down there that partook in this 1970s retro night at Citizens Bank Park. So I've also had the privilege of meeting Larry Bowen and getting him to sign. And then I got Jim Lomborg in a Cardboard Promotions private signing. So that's pretty sweet. So the 3 I need now are Odubel Herrera, Vince Velasquez, and Pete Mackanin. I don't know if Pete Mackanin travels much anymore, but I'm not sending this through the mail. And Odubel Herrera plays for the Kansas City Monarchs, and I don't think Vince Velasquez has latched on with the team. And at the prior event by This Fan's View, I won this 8x10, and that is signed by 1980 World Series champ Dallas Green, the manager of the Phillies, and Larry Christensen, the pitcher. So they're having a conference on the mound, and it's signed by both of them. If I ever run into Bob Boone, maybe I'll add his signature there as well. He didn't sign very well at Alumni Weekend, I was told. Usually I go up into the suite and just camp out. I did not do that this year because the honoree was former Phillies president Dave Montgomery, so it wasn't a current guy. So I wasn't sure what the vibes were going to be up there. Ryan Howard was up there, Jimmy Rollins was up there. I heard they did both sign, but I did not get tickets up there. And then along with that Pint Glass, I just wanted to show this off. I got this Mike Schmidt card by Perez Steel, and it's numbered 147 out of 10,000. So I just thought that was pretty cool. Being a Mike Schmidt collector, I needed that in my collection, so I'll put that in a binder. And then the final piece I got from the Hall of Fame, because they were offering free shipping on $25 or more. I picked up the Hank Aaron postcard. And you're like, well, why would you pick up the Hank Aaron postcard? Well, I got it because it has the new Hank Aaron stamp on it, and they canceled it the day it came out. So I thought that was pretty cool. I have the Yogi Berra one as well. So I'm hoping that they do future Hall of Famers on this. Unfortunately, you have to wait till they pass to make a stamp, but thought it was a little nifty to go in my Hall of Fame postcard collection. All right, guys. Well, that wraps up this edition of the Hot Corner. Leave me a comment down below. Give me a thumbs up. If you have not subscribed, subscribe. Make sure you go check out my 600th giveaway announcement. I'm giving away some great prizes over there. That's going to run for about another 10 days. And then we'll pick a winner for that. And then we're getting close to doing the 200th episode of TTMs. So that'll probably come out on Sunday. So there'll probably be another giveaway attached to that. This is getting a little too long. So, as usual, on the Hot Corner, guys, I am out of here.
Out of here!